do give up threes. That's one of the things, Dave. Just like Minnesota's tried to protect the paint more and then probably given up more three-point shots, whatever side of the floor, but they'll empty out the side. Bam is very good in those situations. He's also a very good decision maker.
Cat able to get it to go. Jim, he's got a chance to make history here tonight as Jimmy Butler answers right back, which 20-10-5 and a couple of threes. That's a day at the office for Cat. He'd be the only man in league history to ever have that kind of a stat line in 6 straight.
Pretty amazing. Jimmy Butler again comes over. Karl Anthony Towns trying to play in isolation, trying to run handoff.
Trevor Ariza, who came over at the trade deadline, a little scoop pass underneath, and Jimmy Butler is off to a hot start in this one. He's got 7 of Miami's 9 points.
They're 29th in pace, so they don't play fast, that's for sure.
Rubio had it taken away by Ariza. Butler's got Edwards to beat, and Butler is having himself a homecoming of sorts. He's got 9 already.
And see how they commit 2 to the basketball and they rotate out of it.
Okogie to a cutting Edwards, and Anthony Edwards has his first bucket of the game. Nunn was able to, that was all she wrote.
Yeah, Bam is an excellent screener, and that's why the Miami Heat are #1 in pick and roll man as Ant knocks down that triple. That's one thing you're going to be able to get from Miami. Just an okay college basketball player at Michigan, too. As D'Angelo Russell loads this one up and lets it fly right back at you, Duncan Robinson.
3 years, but it felt longer. Waking up every day in sunshine was not a bad thing. No question, and you saw that graphic there, Jim, the number of games in which they've done it. And Ant is also the 5th fastest in terms of games to reach that total.
Playing at his best over these last 2, the Brooklyn game and the Milwaukee game, were definitely not great Anthony Edwards games.
Little miscommunication there. D'Lo turns it over, and the Heat get a run out the other way.
Chua can't get that to go, but he's also one of those roll man partners with these point guards that is so good at finishing at the rim. Naz gets the roll there and gets the lefty finish, spinning that one off the glass. Very nicely done.
Precious Achiuwa, the rookie out of Memphis. And tough take and make there by Jimmy Butler. But he told him he should go play at Memphis for Penny Hardaway.
Well, Anthony Edwards had no idea who Alex Rodriguez was. So they say, these kids.
Shot clock down to 4. Edwards pulls up. And Anthony Edwards, that was cold-blooded. Timberwolves have hit 6 threes thus far. Naz Reid throwing it down. Get up, big fella.
Oh, man. If he's going to play on Pat Riley's teams, I just don't think Belly has been in great shape for the last 2 years.
Hernan Gomez gets the Timberwolves back into better shape. It's back to a 2-point game.
Yes.
Timberwolves chance to tie it up or perhaps go in front.
Good defense by Wancho that time.
McLaughlin, Edwards, and Ants can't climb glass. And he does it there to tie the game. And they came back to win. It ended a run of 366 consecutive losses by the Wolves when they trailed by 10 or more with under 5 minutes to go.
That was a little easy, right? This is not a group on the floor that you probably want to do that with because they're trapping Karl. He's going to have to throw it out to the perimeter to guys that can catch and shoot it. This is not the lineup that you want. You want Karl to catch and shoot it.
Towns with the 3. And he's got 7 here in 8 minutes against Miami.
Yeah, he can be a real catalyst for Minnesota.
Ariza out of the corner.
Yeah, Wancho got caught up that time having to guard Jimmy at the rim.
Ariza back out to Adebayo. Bam gets Naz in the air and then able to finish. And Miami goes back in front. Corner 3 by Nunn is short. Rubio flares out for 3, and Ricky drills the trifecta. Ariza out of the corner.
Hero and Kendrick Nunn are not having the same kinds of season they had last year. Remember when Kendrick Nunn stormed onto the scene as Naz Reid gets the hoop and the harm?
Second year in the NBA for Strus out of DePaul. Was with Chicago last year, and Vanderbilt gets it back to a 3-point advantage for Minnesota.
I don't know to stick with this very difficult to operate against Miami Heat defense. I said Minnesota was going to need to make threes, and they've done it. They're 10 of 21 from outside the arc in the game. If you just saw him, he could, thought he was the toughest guy in the world, but he was the sweetest guy. Had that deep voice. I don't know if you ever heard Al Addo speak as Jimmy. Just a whirlwind here, getting the possession.
Edwards for Towns. Butler comes over to double team. Cat fights his way through it, absorbs the contact, and gets the chance to go to the line. McDaniels. Towns to Okogie, and Josh got hit as he put it up.
Miami Heat trying things. I think that I like the fact that these teams are, and I think the Minnesota Timberwolves, these alternate jerseys are fantastic.
Ariza back to Butler, and Jimmy able to drill it over McDaniels.
Jimmy Butler, just his greatness that time, just overcame.
Towns gets left alone, and that was a little bit of a mix-up there by Miami defensively. And one of them already in the books, the Utah Jazz played earlier today. Not really sure why that was an early tip against Indiana. The game was in Salt Lake.
The guy that just bought the Utah Jazz.
Okogie underneath. What a find by Rubio.
Really great pass and a great cut by Josh, and the toughness of Josh Okogie.
Russell. And that bounces in for Russell. How about that shot? Dragic back to Butler. And then Butler over Towns. Timberwolves are fortunate they didn't turn it over. Okogie, and now the Wolves do turn it over. Dragic has Rubio to beat, and he does. Naz Reid back to McLaughlin. Russell will take the three, and we are tied, and that's perfect execution. Yeah. Unable to hit anything. So Miami gets the stop. Dragic, and Miami gets the three.
Get the separation, and all of a sudden, Miami's up by 5. How about that?
Naz Reid able to get 2 back. Corner 3, and that's good by Gabe Vincent. Reid, corner 3. High rebound for Vanderbilt. Finds Naz underneath, and second stuff of the night for Naz. Towns puts it on the deck, dishes for Juancho. Corner 3 for Hernan Gomez, and the Timberwolves back in front. Wolves on a 9-0 run, looking to push it further. Towns. And Karl Anthony Towns made that look easy.
Closely guarded by Trevor Ariza.
Ariza out of the corner. And Trevor Ariza has a new season high and makes from downtown. He's got 5 in the game. Towns. Oh, what a great hesitation move. He stopped and got all the defense to go up in the air and then took advantage. Edwards cross-court pass. Towns, deep 3. Oh! Edwards keeps the dribble alive. Edwards with a finish. Wolves lead by 10.
Masterfully done that time in ball screen action.
Butler dumps it off for Adebayo. And the Heat back within 6.
To stay spotted up. He got on there and offensive rebounded. What a play.
Butler able to get it to go. What a game. Edwards for Vanderbilt underneath. Vando guides it in. He did credit Vanderbilt with a rebound there, so he pulls down another one. 14.
Glow was not an all-star when he was on the Charlotte Hornets because he was popular, G.
Focus. Chauncey Billups was all-star. He shouldn't have never been an all-star, but he was a popular player. All-stars can be popular, right? The next thing is all-NBA. Check that box. Right? And then you go to the boxes of individual accomplishment, being the best in the NBA at something. That's a check. Then that's when you start having conversations about championships. Once you check those other boxes, all-stars has always been overrated in the NBA. It's like a celebration for fans to root for the players that they like all together. But There's a ton of all-stars who never made an all-NBA team, which means they was never the best player at their position. They was never a top 3 player at their position, or offensively or defensively. That's what's important. I don't care about the all-star team. Yao Ming is trash.
I will say this. Yao Ming got about 5 all-star appearances he should not have. Yao Ming was an all-star.
Chauncey Billups got 5 all-star appearances. And I don't want to talk bad about Chauncey, but Chauncey is a career 39% from the field, totally inefficient.
Chauncey shot 39% for his career.
Why would Chauncey Billups shot 38% from the field at times? Chauncey Billups shot 40% from the field. Chauncey Billups, I don't even